What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we are going to be talking about Invincible. It is the Image Universe superhero created by Robert Kirkman. And this TV series is starring Stephen Yeun, who you might know from Walking Dead. And also, what is the guy's name? I always forget his name. How can I forget his name? J.K. Simmons. Yes. Yeah, J.K. Simmons. So yeah, they've got a great cast, like voicing the characters in this series. But yeah, I didn't know much about it apart from the fact that people kept telling me to read the comics and saying that it's really good. So I didn't know what to expect. But by the end of the first episode, I was like, "What the hell is this show?" Like it was. Yeah. Like yeah, just seeing everything that happens, it's crazy. So just to give you like a short, I guess, like summary of what it's about. It's about the main character, Mark Grayson, who discovers that his dad is Omni-Man, who's kind of like Superman, and basically he has powers when he gets to 17. But then he struggles with becoming a superhero and balancing that with his normal life. So yeah. So what do you think, or what's your thoughts on Invincible now that you've seen the whole series?
It's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
It's as I said, the only other show I can think of. So you got these new DC movies and that. Like the last one that's come out, and it was quite it's kind of like the same thing, but as you said you've seen it, and it's kind of boring. I think it's a better version of that, where it's not just like all gruesome and that. There's actual stories and side characters that you want to know more about. Even when there's not action, you're intrigued. Like it's a breath of fresh air. It's something so good to watch, and then when the action does come, you know it's going to be top tier. Like there's no laziness there. It's just an all-round amazing show. What can I say?
I mean, speaking of the action, it's and I mean, if you haven't watched the series, then you need to go and watch it and then come back and listen to this, because we're going to be talking about spoilers.
Major.
So yeah, you've been warned. So yeah. But yeah, when the action does happen, it is properly just it's hardcore. It's like it's mad. It's mad. I mean,
I think the best way I can talk about saying it's a realistic outcome.
Yeah.
If all of this was real, this is what it would be like.
Exactly. I mean, so like the first episode, end of first episode, it shows Omni-Man, who again he's like the Superman kind of character. Came to Earth, and he's got all these powers, and it shows him going up against this team who are kind of like the Justice League, and just completely tearing them apart. And it's just like, damn. And it's like the way he does it as well. It's just like properly just graphic, like cutting off people's heads with his bare hands, punching in through their stomachs and breaking their necks. It
makes statements, because there's like this guy called like Nightwing or something.
Yeah,
he's literally just Batman.
He's Batman.
And out of all of them that he fights, he gets killed the easiest. Like he tries to like come above him, like what Batman does. He grabs his ankle and just splatters him on the floor. Like no effort.
Isn't that Loki treatment,
innit? Like, and there's always this Batman kind of Superman kind of thing. It's like if Superman really wanted to, that's what he could do. So it kind of makes statements about the comic book world in general. Like guys like this, realistically, you're not standing up to them. You know what I mean?
It's true. Yeah. It's but now the characters are like really interesting. I think even though we knew about Omni-Man from the beginning, like from that first episode, it's been interesting seeing how it would play out, that everyone would find out about him, because they were like, obviously you had this underground organization, or like the government organization, looking into him to find out if he was actually the one who did it, killed off the what were they called again? The Guardians? Were they the Guardians?
The Guardians,
Yeah.
The Guardians of the World or something like that.
whether he killed them. So it's all been like building up, and it's like been tense. And whenever he's on screen, it's always tense because you're just like, he can do whatever he wants. Like no one can.
No one can do anything.
Even when like the mum is like shouting at him, I'm like, Rod, you really want to be doing that? Like he might just grab you or something. But yeah, so it's like always like it's always tense when he's on screen, and I love that. But yeah, building up to like the last episode. I mean, what do you think of Mark's character of Invincible, as he calls himself?
I think he's see, it kind of annoys me because in the beginning he was so determined to be a superhero, and then it's like, I guess it's realistic once he actually sees what life is like, because he's kind of like a nerd. Like he didn't really have friends, he didn't really have that kind of life to enjoy. So he wanted them superpowers, but then as soon as he gets the powers, he gets all the rest, and he kind of figures out that he just wants his life instead of being a superhero. And to deal with all the responsibility it's kind of annoying because at first it's like you wanted this and now you don't want it. But as I said, you got to look at stuff realistically. Like saving people, you're not getting paid, you're trying to hold down your relationship, you're lying to your friends, you know what I mean? Like realistically, he's a relatable character. Like he's human, you know what I mean? I like them as a character, and he's probably gonna get even better, you know what I mean? So,
I mean, no, I agree with that. Like he is like, he's got his flaws, but obviously like he's seeing people like either die around him or him getting his face punched in and all that.
Like he didn't see people die beforehand. And then the Flaxons come and people like, just started dying, and he's like
even when he's trying to save them, he's like hurting them as well.
Exactly. So it's like he didn't realize that side of things. And I think that's to be expected. Like everyone thinks about what they'll do if they've got powers, but what if you couldn't control those powers and hurt people? Then realistically, you don't know what I mean. So I like him as a character. I don't hate him. I like him.
Definitely. No, what I would say is he just needs to learn to fight a little bit better. But definitely. He keeps getting like.
To be fair, no one's actually shown him how to fight.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to.
He's showing him how to fly in that, and like how to punch really hard. But he's not actually showing him how to fight.
How to properly fight. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So I think he should have been put on that team. He should have been on that team. Realistically, that's where he would have learned the most.
Definitely. But I like him as a character as well. I think we haven't seen, like, there's going to be bigger threats basically coming, and he's going to get the stuffing knocked out of him. But I like the characters. Like I said, I like his character. I like is it Adam Eve,
Adam or Atom, something like
Atom
that.
Eve,
It's probably Atom because she's
I like her as well as a character, and also the robot, who I think is there's something to him. There's something to him that's I feel like he's got his own agenda. He's a bit like, like Batman has his agenda, like to have like a backup plan for things. I feel like that's what he's kind of like as well.
Thing is, I felt like that until I realized he's not actually a robot. He's a human. He's just never got to. He's not actually a robot. Like he isn't. He's just like, he's got disabilities and that. So I think his agenda was he just wants to be like everyone else. But then, now we can see how he reacts, because he still doesn't know about being human. Like he is a robot, but he isn't a robot. So
that's what I'm saying. Like he's been, like, he was in this test tube, and he's been in that. That, I guess you could call it test tube. Like he's been in it for so long that I guess he hasn't really built up those sort of human emotions. So he might still, even though he's got a human body now, he might still like act in a robotic way, sort of thing.
Like he took what's the Rex? Is it Rexinator or something like that?
Rex
he that's it, Rex Bird. So he took the child form of him, and he didn't really beat around the bush about it. He was just like, yeah, I cloned you. And he's like, it's kind of like, he's not really thought about it. He's just like, I don't see the problem with it. Yeah. So with someone that thinks like that, he does this because he's in love with that monster girl, but what happens when she stops loving him, breaks up with him? Like, how does he process, if he processes things like that, how is he going to process the bad stuff? You know what I mean? He probably won't take it very well. So I see what you mean. He's got his own agenda. Like, he's definitely going to be, I mean, the comics are out there. We could probably just search it, but I ain't got that none of this, so I can only assume he might have a bit of a breakdown down the line.
Yeah, but no, I think like you said, it's a breath of fresh air. Just having a show like this, like I didn't know if I was gonna or what to expect of it, but I just really like it. I like the characters. I think the story is a good one. I'd like to see what's gonna happen next. Obviously, his dad's sort of flown off somewhere. So what happens with his dad? Does he come back? Do the rest of the Viltrumites? Are they now going to come and attack? And what's Invincible going to do? I mean, there's little hints in the show about what might happen next as well. But I don't know if I want to say anything because it might spoil it a bit for people. So because I did see something on YouTube. I did like look up something about Invincible, and then like I think I mentioned to you, I looked it up, but then they went into more detail than I wanted them to. So they kind of spoiled some things. So like I kind of know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I can have an idea as well. Stuff.
Yeah, and there's something in the series that they mention, but they kind of breeze over it really quickly. But it's gonna be a big part to future episodes. So well, I won't spoil that. But I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm glad they're gonna make a season 2 and 3. Definitely looking forward to seeing more of it.
I think they'll go beyond season 3.
I hope so, because I think there's a lot of story that they can tell, apparently. So I hope they do. It's good. And I actually think I might just go and buy the comics, actually.
I was thinking that as well. There's probably like one big giant stack of novels, like a novel or something that you just grab and read. Man, I Robert Kirkman, and you know how long it took me to realize Seth Rogen was like Alan the Alien. Because it worked to that last episode, and he does his Seth Rogen laughs. I was like, oh shit, how did that take me so long to realize that's actually Seth Rogen? And I found out he's like one of the writers. I was like, how did that take me so long to realize? But I think it was good. I think a bit of a random question, random idea, but I think, Kick-Ass, a series, I think it would be a sick series if they'd done something like that, animation show.
It would be.
Same kind of setting. I reckon that would be better than the movies. I don't know why, it's just a random thought.
No, that would be good. That would be good. And it's a good way of like continuing the story as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
Here's a question for you. What's Mark's girlfriend called? I can't remember now. But voiced by Zazie Beetz.
Oh, is it Zazie Beetz?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Now that you said it, it is. Wasn't
you can hear it there. Do you think she had the right to be angry at him? that was a question. That was a question that was I saw on Twitter the other day, and like they were saying that she shouldn't have been angry at him, basically. And I agree. Do you know
Long Beach Griffey? Do you know Long Beach Griffey?
I know that. I know the name. Yeah.
He does like skits, and he done a skit on like when she broke up with him and that. I need to send it to you later. It's hilarious. He was just basically saying what we was all thinking, and he's like, "What? Like, so you know who I am? You know what I'm doing? You saw that my friend was about to die, and that his boyfriend got turned into a robot, and you're angry at me about what you didn't tell me." And he's like, he's like,
do you know what? Whenever I watch like these like superhero shows, like Superman, I remember watching. I can't remember which series it was, but like I remember like Lois Lane getting angry at him because he never told her that he was Superman. I'm like, come on now. Come on, you don't expect him to like just give up that big secret. He's gonna put you in danger if he does that. He's out there risking his life every day. You know what I mean? Like this guy, Invincible, is like getting his face punched in all the time.
Trust me, bro.
Just give him some leeway. So I was just like,
that is ridiculous.
I didn't understand that. And then when she comes back at the end, when she finds out about the dad, and then she's all like, "Oh, I forgive you."
Sorry,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, "No, get back out.
Trust me. Oh, like, nah. And the friends, Adam Eve, and his friends are not. I was like, no, she's just leaving. Still, like, get out of here, bro. What a joke, bro. No, but I don't. Yeah, I found that annoying, to be honest.
Yeah, I hate that.
I found that annoying. What was your favorite episode? If you remember them.
I mean, do you know what? I probably have to say the last one, man. The last one is it's like it made, I don't even know why, but it got me emotional, man. Like I was watching it and I was just like, damn, like I just properly felt for Mark's character. I felt for him, and I felt for all the people around him who were just getting completely murdered, like left, right, and center. Yeah. I was just like, damn. And it was like, because it had that, and then it had the sort of the what's the word? The tension that his dad was bringing. Yeah. Like just you know he's unstoppable. Like no one's stopping the dad. Yeah. And it was just like who's gonna stand in front who's gonna stand in front of him now and get killed next? It's true. And you know when Mark saves the jet pilot.
Yeah, and the man just comes in and is like, what was that?
And I was like, damn, he's gonna get killed, ain't he? And the dad just comes down. Said,
you can't save no one.
Exactly.
You can't save no one, bro. There's no point even trying.
Damn, that's deep. And then the train scene, him just like
the train scene was that's PTSD for life, bro.
Exactly.
Just imagine that, yeah. Just imagine that's you, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Your arms flailing about and then just
bro. Like, no, bro. That's
and then
PTSD,
you had the mum and the mum and the kid in the house, and then the house drops on them. Yeah. Man, all of that. I felt for him, man. I was just like, damn.
But he knew that build-up was coming. That's why he didn't want to be a superhero no more, because every time he fights, it gets worse and worse. And he knew it was coming, which is why he didn't want to do it, but it's too late for that now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a good episode. I'd say that's my I would say that's my favorite, but to be a little different, I would say my favorite one is on the Flaxlands, because as I said before, it was the first time he actually had to deal with like being what a real superhero has to deal with, like seeing people die and all that, and being like, it weren't just that he had one fight and he had to learn it. It kept coming back constantly. Like these guys would leave and then come back stronger and leave and stronger. And in the end, he still wasn't strong enough to beat them. Omni-Man comes. And even though we saw Omni-Man done in the first episode when he killed the Guardians, you're kind of left thinking, well, why did he do that? Because he didn't really come off evil. He just comes in and kills them. No emotion. Yeah. Was he controlled? Whatever. You don't really know why he done it. But then when he goes onto that Flaxland planet, and he just straight up murdered them. You're like, oh, okay, so this guy is evil. This guy is evil. Okay, I get it now. This guy is evil. Cool.
You ain't coming to you ain't taking over my planet. Do you know how hard I work to make that planet mine?
Yeah, bro. And it's just like these lot fought them like 3 times. 3 times. And then Omni-Man comes in to the whole planet and says, nah. You lot are my bitches now, bro. Like, I like that episode because it just, it sets the tone. Like from then, it kind of like, it's just like, this is what you're going to be seeing from now on. Mark getting beat up, people dying, and Omni-Man is evil. So
that's another thing. That's one thing I like about it as well, is it's not predictable. Like, you know, you have like superhero shows where you get a bad guy and they're gonna do something bad, obviously, and then the superhero comes in and saves the day at the last minute. In this show, like, anything can happen. It's like, you got the guy's boyfriend who got kidnapped, and then I thought, like, he's gonna go and save him and whatever. But then by the time he gets there, he's already been.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like he's all messed up. So I kind of like that the show it doesn't even. It's more realistic, I guess, is what I'm trying to.
Yeah, no, that's what it is, a realistic approach. I remember we was talking about, because it as I said, it subverts your expectations, Game of Thrones stuff. And, it's like it was talking about the robot, and we started making clones, and we was talking about it in our group chat, and like you got it right, because you was like, he's probably gonna make himself a new body.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was gonna be that obvious. I thought because he was put in control of the new team, and they wasn't working together, I thought he was going to take everyone's DNA to make clones of them and then kill the originals so he can control the team, because he couldn't get them to work together. I thought he was going to be like, killing you lot, I'm going to replace you one by one. And I don't know, I thought that would have been cool to see as well, but he still could in the future.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know. He might just be like, you lot ain't enough. Like, I don't know, but I thought that would have happened. I thought that would have been cool. Yeah. So, it kind of subverts your expectations.
Yeah. I think that the reason. I think the reason I thought that he was making a new body. I remember like they showed a small clip of his body in the test tube, like in one of the episodes, and then I think Rex must have said something to him like, "Oh, you're just a robot," and then like he stops and he doesn't say anything, or he says something, and it made me think, maybe he wants to like make a new body or something like that. Yeah. That's why he took the DNA. So that's why I thought about it. That's why I thought that. But yeah, who knows what he does down the line? He's a bit fishy, I think.
Yeah, his story's not finished here.
Yeah,
it's not finished here because the thing is, he's done it for Monster Girl as well. But she's still aging backwards, whereas he's going to be aging forward. So it's still kind of like defeat the purpose of why he chose a younger Rex Splode.
Yeah, I mean, he said to her that he wants to try and find a way to stop it from happening, so that she can just age normally. But we'll see. We'll see what.
She's gonna die, man. The way she got bust up. That lion brother, that tiger lion brother.
He was mad.
He mashed them up. Apparently, you can go toe-to-toe with Omni-Man as well. So.
Oh yeah.
Mark and them lot never stood a chance. They never stood a chance, bro. Maybe they'll like bring him back to fight Omni-Man. Maybe because he's basically just a mercenary, isn't it? He's not relatively evil. I imagine he just wants to find strong people to fight.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. If you haven't watched Invincible, then I suggest go and watch it. It's great. It's a great show.
Highly suggested.
Yeah. And if you have watched it, then just leave your comments in the section below, and let's talk about it some more. If you've actually read the comics, if you read the comics, don't leave your comments in the section below. That might spoil for everyone else. Yeah. So no spoilers in the comment section. Just let's have a little talk about it without any spoilers. So yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Listening. Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.
Peace.